One of the big questions I get is, how do I get a consistent supply of great quality compost? In this video, I'm going to show you an easy, low cost, creative way where you can have high quality compost all year round. Let's do it. Right off the bat, I want to say, stop overthinking it and get creative. There's a lot of free organic matter in your area that you can use to make high quality compost. So stop overthinking the sources. Just get something that you can get a whole bunch of and use that. The abundant free resource that I have in my community is horse manure, and that's what I'm using in this video today. You probably have a lot of free horse manure in your community. So if you're struggling to find organic matter, look no further than a horse's rear. The great thing about horse manure is when it comes out the back end, it's kind of at that optimum carbon to nitrogen ratio, so you don't have to worry about balancing it out. You got too many food scraps but not enough browns, that's kind of a pain. You get horse manure, you don't worry about any of that. You just use it as is, and that's what we have here. So how do you get consistent compost? Well, here you have to be a bit of a planner. We're gonna start some now. A month from now we'll start some, the month after that, and after that, and after that, and every month we'll be starting some. And then down the line, we'll be harvesting that. So we know we'll have something coming about every month. So we're gonna kind of stack this through time. Once you have all those scraps, you might say it's too hard, and I would say, well, you're too lazy, because it's actually not too hard when you can just take everything and put it in a trash can and walk away. That seems pretty easy to me. I mean, you already put trash in the trash can, so why not just put something else in there instead? One big mistake I see when people make compost piles is they make piles too big and they only make one of them. Well, that's great, you get a lot of compost all at once, but really if you're making big piles, you need to make several big piles staged out throughout the year. And again, then we run into this organic matter potential problem, or a land problem, like I just don't have enough space for 10 huge piles. So instead of going big, go smaller. Do smaller piles with more frequency. That's why I absolutely love these trash can systems, because you could easily get 12 of these trash cans in a very small space and have 1 can's worth of compost every month out of the year. And I think that's actually a lot for a home gardener who's just using it in potting mixes and supplementing it in their garden. Obviously, if a trash can isn't big enough and you do need bigger, well, build bigger things, build more bioreactors, but think in terms of building a series instead of just building one and waiting till it's done and then starting a new one. Stage these things throughout time. For the system that I'm highlighting today, this is my Urban EDC composting system. That's a fancy name for a trash can with a pipe down the center of it. This is something that I've highlighted in another video, so I'm not going to go through all the details today, but long story short, trash can with holes in it to provide aeration, pipe in the center provides more aeration. But Diego, I've always just piled up a bunch of organic matter and it just breaks down anyway. Well, you're totally right, and if piles are your thing, pile them up. Make piles all over the ground. The key here is to make series of piles, not just one single pile. What we have here are 2 identical trash cans. The trash cans on this outside are the exact same, holes on the outside. The only difference is this one has a center pipe, this one does not. Both have the same exact horse manure in them. Both of them are reading about 85 degrees Fahrenheit right now as they sit in this can. Both are filled to the same level. Both have about the same moisture level. What I'm gonna do now is just be lazy and walk away and watch. Occasionally, I'll come by and add water if needed, as needed, to both of these bins. I'm not gonna touch them otherwise. I'm not gonna refill them, nothing. And then we'll come back in a few months and we'll see which one did better. Did they both do the same? And what did they turn into? How easy was this? And do you even need this center pipe in here? Because at the end of the day, I'm all about simplicity. If you don't need something, then let's not add it to the system. So at the end of the day, be creative, look around, try stuff. If you don't have enough compost or you can't find high quality compost, it's probably your problem. In fact, it probably isn't your problem. It definitely is your problem. So solve a problem, be a problem solver, and change your life. So what are we gonna see at the end of a few months? Equal results between the two? Watch, wait, subscribe, and you'll find out then. Thanks for watching this video. Until next time, be nice, be thankful, and do the work.